How's he liking the city?
Oh, he's loving it. Loving it a lot more now that he's gotten off the bench, too. There he is!
Hey, guys.
Che, how's it going?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Take a seat, fellas.
Yeah,
Let's
cool.
talk.
Yeah.
So, I want you to meet Don, the rep from Jordan.
Big fan of yours, Che. It's really great to meet you.
Oh, thanks, man. I'm excited to be here with you.
I think it's safe to say we're all excited about potentially working together.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So what do you say we just jump right in, start talking contracts?
Yeah, let's do it. Works for me.
Let's do it. Pretty painless, huh?
For you, maybe, but I gotta justify these numbers to my bosses?
Don, that is no way to treat your new star.
Look, man, you know I'm just playing, right? Nothing but love over here. Seriously, Che, we are really excited to bring you into the Jordan family, and we think this partnership's got a great future.
I appreciate that, Don.
First of all, I'd like to thank all of you for joining us today. You know, whenever you get an athlete of Che's caliber to join your team, that's a reason to celebrate. And the Jordan team is thrilled to have him on board. All right, I know you all want to talk to him, so we'll get right to it and toss it to Che for questions.
Ted the man, what's up?
Congrats on the new deal, Che. So what's it mean to sign a deal like that at this stage of your career?
You know, Ted, it's pretty awesome. You know, growing up playing basketball, that was always a big dream. Being repped by a shoe company, so it's a real thrill. Okay, I'll take another question. Vinny, what's up?
Now that you got all that shoe deal money, you planning on splurging a little?
Ah, splurging, I don't know about all that, man. You know, I don't want to be one of those guys who wastes all his money before he retires. You know, I got a long career ahead of me, hopefully. But nothing's guaranteed in this league. You know what, maybe after I retire and it's all over, I'll splurge a little. But for now, it's all about ball.
All right, we got time for one more question. Patty.
Any plans to release a signature shoe?
I mean, that's the goal, yeah? I believe in myself, so why shouldn't I believe I deserve my own shoe?
All right, that's all the time we have questions for. I want to thank everybody for attending, and of course to Che, too, for being so kind to give us a few minutes during his busy schedule.
Thanks, everyone. Appreciate it.
All right.
Hey, Patty, we got to sit down for the interview.
You know it.
Yo, what's up, man?
Stay focused on your workout.
Bring it in, gentlemen. Let's go over a few things before we get started. I want to score earlier and transition offense. If someone is up court, we have to get the ball to them. I want to spend time cleaning up our transition offense today.
You got it. Come on. go.
Way to work. Now let's get started on this next exercise.
Now we're rolling.
Good work, team. Let's get one more drill in.
Get it started, man. Let's get it started. Hey, keep the ball up. Hey, yo, right here, right here. Good boy, good boy.
One more. Just like that.
Yeah, let's go. Let's do it.
Keep it going.
Good. All right, let's move on.
You got it. You got it. Come on, man. Hey, keep the ball up. Yeah, let's go. Let's do it. Turn it up. Turn it up.
Nice work, fellas. Try to stay a while and get some additional reps in.
New York City, the destination for the Bulls. He can turn it on in a moment.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everyone. Our game tonight featuring the New York Knicks as they go up against the Chicago Bulls. Looking at the Bulls, their first time playing these guys.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. Here's a look at what's coming up for New York. On Wednesday, they'll tip off a road trip starting in Orlando and going up against the Magic. And then on Friday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Boston Celtics.
And you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about it.
Look for New York. Portis, he's checked in for Randall. Lonzo Trier comes in for Maurice Harkless. And it's Ntilikina in for Elfrid Payton. Plenty of games still ahead, Brent. Some discussion about shortening the regular season. Do you think that's going to happen?
I don't think it's going to happen.
Would you like to see it happen?
I like there's some percolating ideas out there that it might, and the idea of a 70-game season to me, it sounds really healthy. It sounds healthy for the players.
Healthy's a great word to use.
It sounds healthy for the coaching staff. It sounds healthy for the league, and it sounds healthy for the competition that you're going to get. Those 70 games, that will be some elevated play throughout the course of a regular season.
That's a great number. Here's Trier, guarded by Levine. 1:51 left in the first quarter of the game. Just 5 on the clock. Trier from long range. And the Knicks miss again. Last outing for the Bulls, it was a loss to the Raptors. Here's Porter, and finished off by Porter.
And when Porter is committed to finishing, there's no stopping him, looking absolutely determined on that drive.
Ntilikina passes to Robinson. Here's Trier, defended by Carter. Shoots. And off target that time from Trier.
Pretty lax defense there. He's going to see fewer and fewer chances if he can't bury those kind of jumpers.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact. And you look at Wendell Carter Jr., the center out of Duke. Fantastic blend of size and mobility. A lot to like about what he can do.
That's good from Carter. And with Wendell Carter Jr., we saw flashes of his potential last season.
Easy to see why he was a snap pick at 7 for the Bulls back in 2018. As he gets more comfortable in his role and his teammates lean on him, he could be a force.
Catching up on the changes for New York, Gibson comes in for Robinson. And Damian Dotson subbed in for Barrett. Knicks trail by 4. Ntilikina passes to Portis. 1:02 left to play in the first quarter. And off target that time from Trier. Valentine with it, working on Portis. Pass to Hutchison. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Out to Carter. All sorts of time. The offensive rebound. Back to Satoransky. Tries yet again. That one good for 2.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Ntilikina looking it over. Here's Portis. Now the pass to Trier. Pocket 4. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Look for New York. Randall's checked in for Gibson. Barrett comes in for Harkless. And it's Trier in for Frank Ntilikina. Taking a look at the Bulls. Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. Then it's White. Then it's Lauri Markkanen.
Well, Randall can hold his own down on the inside with that physical frame, Kevin. An expanding offensive game for Julius Randle, as the first few years he was driving in with his head down and not able to finish around taller players on the interior part of defenses. But last year, tremendous finisher, added some three-point shooting, and was much better from the mid-range. He becomes a bit of a matchup nightmare if he's got all three of those things working.
Down low. Randall grabs the board. Knicks trail by 4. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, last season we thought the Knicks' cornerstone player was Kristaps Porzingis. But the player and the team fell out of love with each other, and the Knicks traded him to Dallas. The draft picks and cap space freed them up for a wild summer, led by the drafting of rookie R.J. Barrett in the draft. Now New York has one of the more drastically revamped rosters in the league. Kevin, there's a lot to be excited about going forward in the Big Apple.
Big moves indeed, David. Thank you.
And the vertical that Levine has really gives him an advantage when he's able to hit that launching pad.
For New York, they've gone 8 of 13 in the second quarter, well above the 50% mark from the field. And Brent, the blend of strength, agility, and speed makes Randall a handful, and he's going downhill.
He's dangerous around the rim, Kevin, and if he's got a live dribble where he's caught the ball around the elbow or the top of the key and put the ball down on the deck and get up to speed, he becomes tough to guard. He's really interesting if the Knicks can explore him in some transition opportunities, getting out on the break where he might be able to rebound and push it out, a la a Draymond Green type of play.
Here's Trier, guarded by Porter. Trier passes to Barrett. Here's Trier. Lock at 6. Hudson in the corner. Back to Trier. The 3. Rebound by the Bulls. This, their first look at this year's New York squad.
Yeah, and they lost the season series to this squad last time around. Maybe a little extra motivation tonight to show they've improved.
And Barrett gets it to go.
Making plays in traffic. This is where Barrett's most effective.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game. It's good.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Here's Trier, still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Randall down low, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Well, so strong, and when he gets that straight line drive, Kevin, he's going to go right at anybody that's in his way to get contact.
The Knicks shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
That one misses for Randall.
7th pick in the 2014 NBA draft. The interesting thing about Randall is he falls into that category as a tweener. Maybe not a 3-man or a 4-man, but over the course.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. We're seeing a tremendous. Reporters is checked in for New York. Brandon, this next question culture we're in, what comments do you want to hear from players who have just lost a game and facing disappointment?
I like the humility aspect of this question, Kevin, and the thing that I listen to most from players who get it, they'll compliment their opponent first. Something had to happen where the opponent did something enough to beat you on that night. So you don't say that we did all these things. Give the opponent credit first. Secondly, players who shoulder a massive amount of responsibility, they'll say that they could have played better first. And that takes and deflects everything away from their teammates. And then they'll talk about what they're looking forward to most, and their challenge is we'll get better tomorrow. We'll get better next week. And that they know there's room to grow. Those three things are pretty impactful.
Well said. Handle out there with Taj Gibson. Then there's Mo Harkless. Then it's Barrett, and it's Portis in at small forward. That's the 5 for New York right now. Dennis Smith, he's checked in for Taj Gibson. Smith kicks to Portis. Pass to Barrett. That shot is off. And the Bulls going the other way now. Portis against Young. There's 53 seconds left to play in the third. And he banks in the layup. He's got 9.
Yeah, he is sneaky at the rim, lays it in against heavy pressure.
2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
Back to Smith. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
And the Knicks making a change here. Payton's checked in. Free throw good. Smith. Well, after passing on drafting him at the 8th pick in 2017, the Knicks got Dennis Smith anyway, and he's a big part of their future.
It'll be interesting to see offensively how it is that Dennis Smith grows under David Fizdale and how they're going to operate this season. Obviously, you want to be an extension if you're the point guard of the coaching staff. Lots of pressure on Dennis Smith to perform consistently for this Knicks team to remain competitive. This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
And that one is good. And the Bulls lead by 6.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
From deep three-point range, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for it. And so it's the Chicago Bulls with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We've got more in store for you right after this. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more. Six seconds left in the game. Here's Ntilikina. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance at the finish.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Owen, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
That was great. See, I love having a pro on to give us the inside scoop on it.
Scoop it and ship it, Hank.
What you said.